A parasocial relationship refers to a one-sided emotional attachment where one party, usually the viewer or fan, feels a deep connection to a media figure, celebrity, influencer, or fictional character, despite no reciprocal interaction. The term was coined in 1956 by social scientists Donald Horton and Richard Wall. These relationships typically occur with people exposed to mass media personalities, including movie stars, social media influencers, athletes, and fictional TV characters. Characteristics of parasocial relationships: one-sided connection. Unlike real relationships, there is no mutual interaction. The viewer knows and feels close to the media figure, but the figure has no knowledge of the viewer's existence. Illusion of intimacy. Through frequent media exposure, fans may feel they know the personality intimately and even believe they have a form of personal connection with them. Emotional investment. Fans may experience strong emotional responses to the media figure's life events, accomplishments, or actions as if these were happening to someone they personally know. The psychology behind parasocial relationships. Parasocial relationships are fueled by cognitive and emotional processes. Social surrogacy hypothesis. This idea suggests that parasocial relationships serve as emotional substitutes for real social connections. People can use them to satisfy emotional needs, like companionship and support. Attachment theory. Just like real-world attachments, parasocial relationships can fulfill the need for human connection. Those with insecure or anxious attachment styles may be more prone to forming these connections. Media saturation. The constant visibility of public figures through media enhances the perception of familiarity and intimacy. Fans often see behind-the-scenes content or real-time updates of a personality's life, reinforcing the feeling of closeness. Positive effects of parasocial relationships. While parasocial relationships can have negative aspects, they can also provide emotional benefits. Emotional comfort. Especially during times of stress or loneliness, parasocial relationships can offer emotional reassurance and stability. Media figures can provide a sense of consistent companionship when real-life relationships are strained. Inspiration and motivation. Fans often find motivation and inspiration in their parasocial idols. Whether it's a fictional character overcoming obstacles or a celebrity succeeding in life, these figures can serve as role models. Community and belonging. Parasocial relationships can foster a sense of belonging, especially when individuals bond with others who share the same admiration for a public figure. This often leads to vibrant online communities that provide social connection. Negative effects of parasocial relationships. While these relationships can feel fulfilling, they can also cause problems when taken to extremes. Social isolation. Relying too heavily on parasocial relationships can reduce the need for real social interactions, leading to increased isolation and loneliness. Individuals may retreat from real-world socializing in favor of these one-sided connections. Emotional dependency. When fans invest too much of their emotional energy into these relationships, they can become emotionally dependent on the media figure. This can lead to a sense of loss or distress if the celebrity goes through something negative, e.g., a scandal, or even if they reduce their social media presence. Unrealistic expectations. Parasocial relationships can sometimes create unrealistic ideals about life and relationships. Fans may over-romanticize or over-idealize the lives of celebrities and characters, leading to dissatisfaction with their own lives. Obsession. In extreme cases, parasocial relationships can morph into obsession, where fans feel entitled to the personal lives of their idols, intruding on their privacy or showing unhealthy behaviors like stalking. Parasocial relationships. In the digital age, with the growth of social media, parasocial relationships have become even more prevalent and complex. Social media influencers, YouTubers, and Twitch streamers foster intimate connections with their audience by sharing personal aspects of their lives, leading to a stronger sense of connection than with traditional celebrities. Social media platforms. Platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube offer influencers a space to engage directly with their audience, which can enhance the illusion of reciprocity. Features like likes, comments, and direct messaging further blur the lines between parasocial and real relationships. Constant accessibility. Unlike traditional celebrities, influencers provide a constant stream of content. Daily vlogs, live Q&A sessions, and real-time updates make followers feel like they're part of the influencer's inner circle. Managing parasocial relationships. While parasocial relationships are normal, it's important to recognize when they may become unhealthy or imbalanced. Here are strategies to manage them. The first step in managing a parasocial relationship is recognizing that it is fundamentally one-sided. The admired media figure doesn't know you, and this relationship will never progress into a mutual connection. Acknowledging this helps keep the emotional attachment in check. It's essential to create boundaries with how much time and emotional energy is invested in the parasocial relationship. This can include limiting time spent engaging with the content of the media figure, being mindful of when it becomes emotionally overwhelming or begins to interfere with real-life relationships. Parasocial relationships often form as a result of loneliness or a lack of real-world social engagement. Building meaningful relationships with friends, family, or peers can provide the emotional fulfillment that parasocial interactions cannot fully provide. Relying heavily on one parasocial relationship for emotional satisfaction can lead to unhealthy dependency. It's helpful to diversify interests and hobbies outside of the media figure, ensuring a well-rounded emotional life. If parasocial relationships start to negatively affect mental health or personal relationships, seeking professional help can be beneficial. A therapist can offer guidance on forming healthier relationships and managing emotional attachments. Understanding how media, especially social media, crafts and manipulates celebrity personas can help create a healthier distance. Recognizing that much of what is seen is curated or exaggerated for public consumption makes it easier to reduce unrealistic expectations.